May the 10th, 2023. Guys, you're looking at an article from today about Mayorkas. He's in charge of the flood at the border. He's saying the American priorities are subordinate to the nation of immigrants. And up until this time, he's pretty much been in denial that the border's not secure. Him, the White House, everyone involved. And, you know, you were wondering why we were seeing such a mindless denial. And that's what it's been, except that they had something deep and evil under their sleeve. I mean, he say that it's done. They're letting the borders wide open, guys. And you can look at CNN anywhere you want to today, and it's all over the news. When mainstream's reporting it, you know that it's wide open. But why? Is it to get votes? Are they going to flood every city in the U.S. to get votes when they already have the voting system in control? I don't want to say too much here. What I'm going to say is going to be very important. No, they don't need that. They do not need that to take care of the elections. Do they need that many cheap laborers? No. They're firing a lot of people. A lot of things are going to automation. And a lot of will be hired because they will work cheaper. And with the dollar going down, of course, money's going to be tight. We realize that, but that's not why. There's no reason for it to be like this. They can get enough people coming across, seasonal workers, or let enough people in with passports and make them citizens that want to work. That's not why they're doing this. Some say, well, it's because they are bringing in cartel members, military-age males, people from various countries. The whole world is wondering after this beast system because it's promised them everything. And on the border today, I saw some reporters talking about as they came across. They were just walking across at El Paso, and they were saying they were giving them out cards that were for 4 years to take care of everything. Think about that. Promises. Will they all be kept? Now, we just went through the book of Revelation, all 22 chapters, and if you look below this video in the playlist, you'll see they're all there, all 22 chapters. We went through verse by verse, chapter by chapter, kept it really simple. I think it's an important video series. But we know that Babylon will fall, and God said, come out of her. Now, this goes back, but except this is going to be on a mega global scale to Sodom and Gomorrah when he told Lot to get his family out of there. Come out of her. What happened? It was destroyed. And today the mayor of Washington State, or the governor, signed a bill that they can take your children if your little kids now, decide that they want to be transgender and you don't want them to be, or the school convinces them that they are, then they can come and take them away from you and have all the surgeries done. He signed it into law today. Indeed, the U.S. is Babylon. I don't care what anybody else says. We're the only nation that does that. I'm sure there's some smaller places maybe, but this is a nationwide government push. That will finish off what the population of the U.S. citizens that the V did not take care of. But why so many migrants? Why are they rushing after the beast? Why did God tell us in Revelation 18 to come out of her, my people? Now, we've also talked about, many other channels have talked about that the elite, the dark elite, know the Bible very well. They know prophecy. They know Babylon will fall. And they will come out of it. They're going to fly to their island and beachfront or whatever it is and hope to get away from that tsunami of chaos that they're creating. But guys, if you think about this very carefully, and I don't want to make this long and drawn out, what is the real reason they're letting the borders overflow with millions of people? They're creating the killing field of Babylon. South America, Mexico is crowded just like we are and many nations are. But the elite, they want those, they want the islands, the beaches that are beautiful all through Mexico and South America. They want those for the elite because they know that fire is going to rain down here. There's an angel coming down. Babylon, and he's going to say Babylon has fallen. Look at Revelation 18. But they're drawing them here to kill them. It's the only reason. These demons aren't out to help anyone. Look at them. They care not about any human being, and most of them are demon infested and really don't care about humans. They hate them because they're God's creation. So they're allowing them in here. Now, if we go deeper into this, and again, Tina and I talked about it. She had some very good ideas, especially about the beast system and the God image of, we'll just come here, we'll take care of you. Don't worry about it. You've got everything under control. But guys, they're falling for it. We're seeing Revelation. We're seeing them follow the beast, wander after the beast system that's here in the U.S. It's all over. But we are the great Babylonian society. Look at what they're doing to the kids, the abortions, the transgender surgeries, killing the population that way and bringing everyone else in here to die. When China or whoever it is, or straight from the angel like Revelation 18, a lot of times God works in supernatural ways, which is more natural. Will he use a nation to do this? And who is the Biden family very well tied to? It's China, right? We know that. Will China be the one to destroy Babylon? Are they moving all the people here so that they can have the rest of the planet for themselves, they think? The chill went down my back when I thought about it today. We were pondering it, and I think that's exactly what they're doing. There's no other credible excuse other than destruction. And then they've got Mexico and South America to themselves with a few slaves, enough to do the harvest or whatever. It's got to be done. And that's what they will create their order out of chaos. But first they must destroy everyone. If you don't think they would do that, look at the last couple of years and what they were doing to us and everyone around the world, except the people coming across the southern border. And it's also opened in the north. They're creating the great meat grinder and the killing fields. How should we deal with it? Since we live here, make sure that you have come out of Babylon spiritually, physically, in what you're doing. As we go further into this situation, there may be other options. Maybe some people need to move. Who knows? But guys, this is what they're doing. Look at the demons that are bringing them here, leading them in by the millions. Is it for their good? No, it's to destroy them. And when Babylon burns, it will be like Sodom and Gomorrah, the people that didn't come out of it, didn't make it. Think about what I'm telling you guys. And like I said, always said, you can share my videos. You'll never get a copyright strike or notice or a complaint. But this may get to a few people that are making that decision whether or not they want to cross that border. And they may, if it was me and I was crossing it and someone did a video like this, I was getting ready, I may just go back home. And that would be a message. When you're talking about the Bible, you're always talking about a message from God, if you study it and you try to look at it carefully. Now I want to go to Revelation 18:1. This is eSword.com. You can go to our website, BPearthWatch.com. Scroll down on the right. There's a blue box that says eSword. It's the best software that I've seen for Bible study, including dictionaries of Hebrew and Greek words, their meanings tied to these words that you're seeing in the King James. It's free. This is important. Revelation 18:1. It's called the fall of Babylon. And after these things I saw another angel come down from heaven, having great power, and the earth was lightened with his glory. Now that lightened, man, well, I hope it's not a nuclear lightning. But anyway, he cried mightily with a strong voice, saying, Babylon the great is fallen, and has become the habitation of devils, and the hole of every foul spirit, and a cage of every unclean and hateful bird. What did I tell you in this video earlier? The governor of Washington now will take your kids and transgender them, make them infertile, make their lives miserable, and you can't do anything about it. Is that not the habitation of devils and the hole of every foul spirit all the way to D.C.? Look at what they're doing. It says, and another voice from heaven saying, Come out of her, my people, that ye be not partakers of her sins, and that ye receive not of her plagues. Now, of course, I said earlier that these satanic elites understand the Bible, and so they plan not being here. It says, come out of here. But it's a spiritual thing and as well as a physical thing. Now, they may fly to their islands when this is all going down, but their soul will not be right, so they will still be in Babylon. And when your soul is in Babylon, you don't have much of a chance. So they think they know what they're doing, because Satan has promised them the same thing he's promising these immigrants. But it's all going to be a killing field. Guys, let that set in. If you know people, if you have contacts that can get the message out to some of these folks, you may see a big turnaround. I know this won't be a popular video, but it's the truth. It's the way I feel about it, and nothing else made sense to me looking at the situation. Again, they don't need them to vote. Look at what happened last time. Everything was turned upside down. So, and they can have all the migrant workers they need without doing this. It's not about that. They're gathering them here to destroy the nations. It's a heads up, guys. Be safe.